can't believe I'm actually going to show this. Okay. Hey everybody, what's going on? My name is Jamie. Welcome to my channel, and please excuse this crazy mess. I have been cleaning Angus's dog bed today, so I just said, screw it, I'm just throwing it in a bun and calling it a day because I am cleaning. But I just realized what time it is, and I need to get dinner in the crock pot, and I want to make sure that I show this to you, so let's get to cooking. Today we are making a slow cooker bourbon chicken. This is what it's supposed to look like. You can serve it over some cauli rice or some regular rice. If you are not doing keto or low carb, the choice is up to you. But these are the ingredients we're going to be going over. And this is what I have already. So I've got my slow cooker out, and I have already greased the inside of it with some non-stick cooking spray. I have my chicken tenderloins. They have not been thawed out, but that's okay. They will thaw while they're in there. I have done this before plenty of times. It'll be fine. So for our sauce, what is going to go into this bowl right here is we have some minced garlic. We're going to be using 2 cloves of minced garlic. I have some soy sauce. This is actually some liquid aminos, so this is really good if you are doing keto or low carb. So we'll use about 1/4 cup of that. And we're also going to be using some bourbon, and this is what I have on hand, and it is called bourbon chicken for a reason, so we're going to use about 1/4 cup of this. Next, you're going to need 1/4 cup of some sugar-free ketchup, so I have some of this on hand. 1/4 cup of brown sugar substitute, so I have the Swerve brown sugar. And next is some ground ginger, and we'll be using about 1 teaspoon of this. And then later on, we're gonna grab our xanthan gum, and we'll, like I said, we'll serve it over some cauli rice and with some green onions for garnish. So let's go ahead and get this slow cooker chicken going. So I'm gonna start by throwing this into there, and then I'm gonna mix all of this into there, and then it's gonna go on top of the chicken. Just so y'all know, this is coming from the Southern Keto Cookbook by Natasha Newton. These are her recipes, not mine, but I will leave the link down below so that you can go check out her cookbook, and I definitely recommend it. I'm just gonna throw everything on the floor. Bourbon. I really do love how quick and easy this recipe was to make. I love me a good crock pot recipe. Just dump and go, throw it all in there, and let the crock pot do all the work. For the whiskey or bourbon, whatever you want to call it, you can use whatever you have on hand. This is just what my husband likes. I am not a whiskey girl. I'm sorry, y'all. The fumes, the smell of the whiskey was actually even getting to me when I was making this. So I am not a big fan of whiskey. My husband likes it. I'm a rum girl. I don't know. Comment down below. Let me know what y'all like. But anyway, you can still get a bourbon taste when you're eating the chicken, but it was delicious. And even my 15-year-old, who is very picky, said that this was probably her favorite chicken recipe and has already asked me to make it again. So she's super excited. I'm so glad that it turned out so well. I can smell that bourbon. And let me tell you, I am not a whiskey fan. So don't even ask me why I chose to even make this, but my husband likes whiskey, so there you go. Okay, so we got our apple cider vinegar, and I need 1 teaspoon, or a tisp as I like to call it, of our ground ginger. Oops, Dolly. Okay. Ginger. And we're just gonna go ahead and whisk this up. I hope this turns out really good. Let me tell you, that bourbon, oh my Lord. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and take our sauce, pour it over top of the chicken, like so. And then I'm gonna take our lid, latch that on there. Oh my goodness. Woo. Okay, and okay, for 4 hours. The recipe says 2 to 3 hours, so you can adjust your slow cooker however you need to. I'll probably wind up doing 4 hours because I will forget, so whichever. And I will also probably check on this if I can remember to do so. Once this is done, we're going to go ahead and remove the chicken, shred it, and we'll throw in our xanthan gum to thicken up our sauce, add the chicken back in there, and we'll come back for the cauli rice. So we're going to go ahead and let that cook. So this is a half a teaspoon of xanthan gum that I am using, and you can go ahead and leave this out if you choose to. I'm thinking maybe the next time I make this, I might actually leave it out just to see if there is more juice, because after you add this, now xanthan gum, if you didn't know, acts as a thickening agent. So this is going to make the sauce nice and thick. So when you add your chicken in there, you're really not going to have a whole lot of sauce. It's because the chicken is going to soak it up. So I'm wondering if I leave it out next time that I will just have a little bit more juice without the xanthan gum. So I don't know, just food for thought. So here I'm just getting my pan hot and buttery, ready for the cauli rice, and I just dump it in there with a little extra butter, and I just keep stirring around for about 5 minutes or so until your cauli rice is good and tender. Now for the kids, they don't eat this. They have regular rice, so I make that separate for them. So as you can see, when you start stirring your chicken around, then all that chicken just kind of soaks up all that juice. So I'm really wondering if you leave out the xanthan gum, maybe you'll get a little extra juice in there. When you serve it over top of your rice, I mean, it still turns out really good, very delicious, very flavorful. And I thought I had green onions to garnish this with, but I did not. So I ended up using parsley that you'll see here in just a second. And this is my daughter's bowl. As you can see, I used just some regular long grain white rice that I fixed up for them. And for my husband and I, we had the cauli rice, and this was delicious.